Well, here we are again, Australia versus India. Why do I say again? Well, these two sides have played each other so much in the past 6 months in just about every country that exists around the world. So, Nagraj and Osman, we're not going to see any big surprise packages come out of this match, are we? We know what to expect, and so does each side of each other.
I mean, short of Aaron Finch opening the bowling himself for Australia, I think these guys have played each other often enough. I think it was actually a point that Aaron Finch brought up at the press conference as well, wasn't it? That he said that, beating India in India, those last 3 games, I think it helps to familiarize, I think, plus the fact that they played the IPL together and they've played, I found an interesting stat, in fact, that Australia-India, no two countries have played more matches at an ICC event than Australia and India against each other. So it's like the most kind of played out rivalry. So they know each other completely. And I think surprises, unless Aaron Finch is coming out to bowl tomorrow, then, I don't think there's going to be anything that either sets of players are going to be surprised by.
Okay, well, that's definitely not going to happen. How about you, Naga? Could anything surprise you about this match?
No, not really. No. Except the result, maybe.
What would be a surprising result?
Well, think about it. Australia has been, including Kohli, he said something interesting at the outset of the World Cup. He said that the series that India lost in India against Australia was a learning curve for them, in the sense that never have India lost in the recent past a series at home, and Australia beat them all ends up. And one thing he said was the learning lesson for them was how Australia was more hungry, was more passionate, was grabbing those moments, and something that India did not. And can India do that tomorrow will be a big challenge for Kohli's people.
Oh, well, but that's it, isn't it? Everyone keeps saying, all these other teams can come along to a World Cup, but you know what? Australians, they're just genetically designed to win World Cups. Isn't that right, Oz?
Yeah, they've just got to turn up. They've got to turn, it doesn't matter who they're playing and what form they're in. They've just got to turn up and win it, because they've won it 5 times, and it must be a genetic thing that they're winning these World Cups, right? Because it's the Australian way.
I could come here and win a World Cup because genetically speaking, I'm Australian.
You've already won the World Cup. No, but it is interesting, that talk when things start going right for them. They're on a great run of form. They've got Smith and Warner back, and they've got that tough early tournament victory. That is like a sign that, it's Australia's World Cup. Everyone's just like, Australia's World Cup, Australia's World Cup. And it's almost as much of like a trend or a trope of Australia playing like this as of Pakistan being, mercurial, or, this is Pakistan, up one day, down the next. And Australia are the same, like, you know what, no matter how bad they're looking, they can win this World Cup. So, I'm not quite so sure that they're genetically engineered to win this World Cup. But they're a good side, and they've done some good things, and I think Warner and Smith have obviously added something back to the side. I think the thing to look out for, and I guess we'll get to matchups in a second, but just the thing to look out for will be just the 2 bowling attacks. I think it'll just be a lot of fun to watch these 2 bowling sides go out against each other.
Yeah, it will. Well, seeing as you bring up matchups, let's do it. What matchup are you looking forward to seeing, Naga, and why?
I'll start from the end. Stark and Stoinis, hopefully, if he bowls, against Dhoni and Hardik. I
thought you were going to say Stark v Stoinis. That ain't good. That would be the one thing that really would surprise about this match. Yeah. How about you, Oz? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I think up front, it's got to be Stark against Rohit. Rohit he's not a bad starter. He's a slow and circumspect starter, and Stark is on the money first up. When he gets those Yorkers going, he bowls a lot of Yorkers first up. He bowls them a lot in the middle overs as well. And he bowls them a lot at the death. But when he gets them going first up, then he's onto something. And so him against Rohit Sharma, that is definitely one of the early battles to look out for.
That's one of the early battles to look out for. I'm also, for some reason, just looking forward to Pat Cummins bowling to Virat Kohli, that other guy.
Virat? He's supposed to be quite good, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's pretty good. And Pat Cummins, he goes all right as well. So whoever against whoever, we've all seen it before, but you know what? We're going to look forward to seeing it again.